Hello my friends, welcome to another video. Gabo here. You're watching another fragrance review, and this time I'm gonna talk about the other Zara fragrance that I bought last week, and this is Zara 9.0. As I've said it in my Romanian review, this is the best clone for Dior Homme, and I'm not exaggerating. Furthermore, compared to the EDT version of Dior Homme, this one performs even better on your skin, at least on my skin. I wasn't the biggest fan of Dior Homme. I'm not the biggest fan of Zara 9.0 actually. It's a fragrance that doesn't suit me very well. I don't really like the smell. I don't really like the lipsticky vibe. That's my problem. And also, just like Dior Homme, this is a very powdery fragrance. So I'm not a big fan of powdery fragrances. Also in the drying down, this resembles a lot with Valentino Uomo. So everywhere you seek information or reviews about Zara 9.0, you're gonna see that everyone says the same thing. The perfect copy of Dior Homme or Valentino Uomo. To my nose, this is the better copy of Dior Homme. Not so much Valentino Uomo, but in the dry down I can understand why people say that this one resembles a lot with Valentino Uomo. The design of the bottle is very interesting, very nice. I really like it. It resembles a lot Hugo Boss's bottles from the bottled lineup. Very nice atomizer also on this one. It sprays a lot of juice, it covers a lot of area, and in terms of performance, as I said, this one, which is EDT, it's not Eau de Parfum, it's Eau de Toilette, performs better than the original EDT Dior Homme. I know it sounds crazy, but this is the truth. In terms of performance, I got with this fragrance on my skin close to 12 hours. 12 hours with a moderate to good projection. I would say that it projects very, very powerful in the first 3 hours, and then it starts to come closer to the skin, but it still projects a lot for another 2 hours. So I would say in terms of projection, it projects for about 4 to 5 hours depending on your skin, and also depending on the weather conditions if you want. But as I said, it performs better than Dior Homme, the EDT. I'm not talking about the EDP, which is a different story, and that's something else. In terms of notes, we have, as you can see, Zara writes down the notes on their packaging. We have bergamot, juniper, coriander, pepper, cardamom, orris, vetiver, amber, and cedarwood. So there are a couple of interesting notes, but the main vibe that I get is the powdery, lipsticky vibe of Dior Homme. And as I said, I'm not a big fan of this type of scents. Although it's considered to be a woody aromatic fragrance, to me Zara 9.0 is actually one of the most powdery fragrances that I ever sniffed. You may like it. My honest opinion is that I don't like it, so I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of wearing this one. I actually prefer the other one from Zara, which is Zara Unique Leather, and you can check out the review about this one on my channel also. But to those of you who enjoyed Dior Homme, to those of you who are not willing to pay 200 bucks or euros or whatever on a bottle of Dior Homme, this is the very, very, very cheap alternative. It costs around 15 US dollars, 15 euros, depending on your region. I live in Europe, so it's 15 euros. That's how much I paid for it. And as I said, it smells interesting. It smells very much like Dior and Valentino Homme. This is a fragrance for people that are mature, that know their fragrances, that I don't know, let's say they are in a different group age than everyone else. I would say that this fragrance is perfect for those who are 30 years and above of age. I would not recommend this fragrance to any teenagers or young men out there. I would not recommend this to be a office scent because it's very, very powerful in its projection, as I said in the first hours, and it may become offensive to those who you meet and also to yourself, because the first time I used it, I oversprayed. I used 5 sprays, and it induced me some very nasty headaches. So be careful, don't overspray. But afterwards, the second time and third time, I only used about 3 sprays, and it was better, let's say. This is also very sweet, extremely sweet, I would say. It's let's say somewhere at the borderline between what I can stand in terms of sweetness and the type of sweetness that I really don't enjoy. So it's pretty much on the borderline for me. Take notice, it's a sweet fragrance. It's overpowering, if you ask me, in terms of sweetness. That's why I think that this fragrance is very well suited for cold weather. And actually, I think this scent will work very, very nice for clubbing. I think it's a great scent for those nights when you go out clubbing with your friends. And also, although I said that this scent favors cold weather, I really think that in the summertime, especially at night, a cooler night, let's say, this fragrance would behave very, very nice on your skin. But that's just my simple opinion, so whatever. Very interesting, very cheap, very good performance for a Zara fragrance. And what can I say? I'm impressed with the quality, with the performance. I'm also impressed with the price. But as I said, this is not my type of fragrance. I do not like it. It's very sweet for my taste. It's very powdery, and I never could stand that lipsticky vibe that Dior Homme gave. So I cannot really stand this one out. I just sprayed in the room, and it already gives me a very strange feeling. But for those of you who enjoy this type of fragrances, for those of you who are big fans of Valentino Homme, of Dior Homme, and you are not willing to spend a lot of money for those, then this is the best alternative that you can find on the market. So I highly encourage you to buy it, to try it out, and to see for yourself if this is indeed the best copy of Dior Homme. My personal opinion is that this is the best copy of Dior Homme, but that's just me. You need to try it out, and you need to see for yourself. So these were my thoughts about Zara 9.0. Make sure you watch the review for Zara Unique Leather. This is considered to be a Creed Aventus clone. So this is actually an interesting fragrance also, but I don't know, it kind of lacks in performance. Watch the video and you're gonna find out what I have to say about that one too. Thank you for watching, see you in the next one. Until then, peace.